Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into the next episode of our Let's Play Clash Royale series. As you guys might have known, inside of the last episode, we did get a giant chest, so we're going to open that up now. It took 12 hours to unlock. So I'm going to go ahead and start that silver chest. Looks like we got 1,589 gold, which was so desperately needed, seeing as most of our cards are ready to upgrade. 68 cannons. The cannon right now is one of the best 3 defenses inside of the entire game, so definitely good getting that. Minion Horde. I haven't used the Minion Horde just yet on this account, but the Minion Horde's really strong. If you put it into a certain deck, then it definitely can be one of the best cards in the game. And then 21 Elixir Collectors. Not really what I was looking for. I think the Elixir Collector is definitely a strong card, but I feel like when you're facing people a higher level than you, it can be pretty tough to run because you leave yourself so vulnerable on defense by throwing that out there. So I don't know if I'm really going to be using it that much. But yeah, make sure you guys let me know what I should upgrade inside of the next video. I'm going to leave the upgrades up to you since most of them cost about 400 each. Just drop a comment with what cards you want to see upgraded, and make sure if you see one that someone already commented, just drop a like on it, and I'll pick from the comment section inside of the next video and see what we can upgrade and use that to make a new deck. Now today we're gonna get into a couple of battles. Again, we are using the Barbarian Hut deck that worked out so well for us inside of the last video. I don't think it's the best deck in the game. Normally you don't see a lot of people just running one of the spawners, but it's been pretty fun. And the one thing that's been killing the deck, which he's already placed right here, is a bomb tower. The bomb tower is so incredibly annoying when people play it like that. It only costs 5 elixir, and my Barbarian Hut costs 7. So pretty much my hut is completely destroyed just by that one building right there, which is a little bit lame. But anyways, he dropped a giant skeleton to stop my push. I will play a hog rider to turn this giant skeleton around to make sure it doesn't reach anything, and see if we can get a little bit of damage off against the tower. Now unfortunately we only got one hit. Really didn't go that well, but still at least we made sure the giant skeleton didn't get us. Barbarians should stop this mini P.E.K.K.A, and even the baby dragon's going to come over. Really not what I wanted because it's going to do so much damage to those barbarians, but still, as we make our way through the battle, things should be okay. As soon as we have the musketeer up, we'll definitely make sure we use that against the baby dragon. Okay, so he hasn't touched our towers just yet, and we're going to drop our bomber, which is a perfect counter to the witch. I got a lot of questions about if the witch is viable right now. I think the witch is pretty weak the higher up you get ranked. I think it's decently strong in the beginning of the game, but with the buff to the Valkyrie, it makes the witch almost useless once it gets to your side of the map. I think it can be used in certain situations. If you play someone with like a P.E.K.K.A double prince deck, it might not be that bad to play off the start just to lure the P.E.K.K.A around, but obviously not going to be seeing too many of those inside of the builder's workshop, so really not going to be touching the witch, seeing as I don't think I've even unlocked it, but second, just really not a good card inside of the current meta. Okay, so he's doing the mini P.E.K.K.A rush. He used that to stop some of my troops. So far this one's a stalemate, and getting ties isn't the worst thing ever. I know on this account then more often than not, I'm going to run into people who play heavy defensively like this guy does with the bomb tower and the giant skeleton, so you can't really do anything about that, but still, if we play our game, he might overcommit to a side, he might make a mistake, so let's go ahead and drop our fireball onto all of these troops. Should kill almost everything. We still have our musketeer as well as our bomber. The musketeer just barely clipped the edge of that giant bomb, which was so unfortunate. I actually think the bomber helped her move down the lane. But yeah, we're just going to keep setting back up, wait for him to make a mistake. A lot of the times I'd make the same mistake as well. People will just want to finish the game, but look at that next bomb tower going down. This is so lame for someone who's under leveled to be playing someone playing 2 bomb towers at a single time. So not really the most fun I've had inside of the match, but still, he brought out the balloon. He showed his hand right there. I'm going to go in with the hog rider to help out, fireball onto that giant skeleton as well as the bomb tower just to try to get my hog rider through, but the hog rider just unfortunately is not strong enough to break it, and he ended up getting a pretty positive trade there. So he still hasn't touched our towers. This is looking like the very first loss I ever had on this account, where I just got really lazy and the person didn't even touch my tower until overtime and I lost. So gonna play a knight to stop that giant skeleton, place our barbarian hut yet again, and I don't think the barbarians are gonna run to the bomb tower, but they still should be getting hit. And at this point, I was wasting elixir, so I just threw some barbarians down. I knew I had to get them down sooner than later. Musketeer's going to take out this balloon, and take a look at this. He starts committing hardcore to this right-hand side of the witch, with the baby dragon, with the balloon. So I would like to do something about it, but I really don't have too many options. My barbarians are already getting melted. If I played those barbarians a little bit better, or if he didn't have that bomb tower, maybe things would have went fine. But on the left-hand side, we finally got a push going, and take a look at the right. He dropped his mini P.E.K.K.A, he dropped his musketeer, his skeleton, or his giant skeleton. And as we destroy and try to kill off everything he's got going on, Fireball's gonna go down. This one goes to the wire, and the giant bomb does not have enough time to explode. That match went from 0 to 100 in half a second, but fortunately, we were on the winning end. I was worried that that musketeer that was at 1 HP was going to end up winning him the game, but with 5 seconds left in overtime, his giant skeleton did not explode quickly enough, and that actually gave us the victory somehow, some way. Now, I went back to my deck, and I took a lot of time to change it around, so I fast forwarded, and I put the minion horde inside of it. I know I got just a ton of them inside of my my giant chest, so I thought it would be pretty fun to test out. But take a look at the starting hands. I don't have anything to counter this baby dragon with. I was looking for a time to place my minion horde, but as I play it, he's actually going to have his witch come over, and I didn't realize the witch had that much range. The witch literally went across the map and destroyed my minion horde. So I tried to make a push. I put some Valkyries down to try to kill the witch, as well as make a little bit of a play, but honestly, a big waste. And look at this fireball. This fireball misses absolutely everything. I'm used to my main account where my Valkyrie is more tanky, and that's how I know how far forward to put my fireball or how far back to put it. But because of that one mistake, we're gonna lose so much damage on this right-hand tower. In fact, it might even get close to going down, and it's only gonna be at 701 HP. That was just such a stupid mistake by me. By missing that fireball, it actually just cost me probably over 1,000, if not more, HP on my tower. So yeah, rough times. Our musketeer is going to get a little bit of damage off, but still going to reset with the barbarian hut. Hopefully we can do something okay, but we had to use that musketeer on defense, which means if he drops a baby dragon, there's nothing we can do. There's the baby dragon right there. We're going to get prepped to hopefully drop something to try to help out against it, but seeing as the witch is dominating that bomber, we are just in a bad spot. The level 3 witch, level 2 baby dragon, I can't even make any plays whatsoever. Fortunately, the baby dragon is finally going to die right now, but still, I'm really low on elixir. I'm sure that he has some stuff up right now, which of course is going to be that minion horde. I will fireball it as soon as I can, but a little bit unfortunate. And now, as we are out of elixir and without anything good in our hand to play, we are toast and our first tower goes down. Now, looking at the options that we have, it's a minute left, and I haven't seen him play like a bomb tower or anything like that, so at least we have that going for us. He's going to play his second goblin hut, which is a little bit unlucky, seeing as we're going to have to fight through all these troops. They're going to keep going. I was thinking about playing our hog rider. Instead, our bomber's going to be a great counter to that witch, and it actually turns around and attacks that skeleton army and does a pretty decent job. Fireball to try to help out our hog rider. Doesn't even get a single shot off. Fortunately, that fireball was pretty epic, and we ended up killing the minion horde, or else he might have just 3-crowned us right there. But still, really not doing too much damage. He's going to baby dragon our minions, and this one is looking really rough. I don't have anything that can really tank for me. Maybe if I had my prince inside of this deck, I could have done something, but he still had the goblin huts, he still had the skeleton army, which are fantastic counters to the prince. Valkyrie, oh look at this Valkyrie, boom, is going to kill everything inside of that horde right there, but still, minion horde going to wreck me up over the top. This one is going to be a good game, and Lifehouse ended up taking me down. As we have one last desperate attempt to hit that tower, we were only able to get it down to 913, so good game. Have to say that in general, of course, he did have a level on most of my cards, but he played better than me in that match, so no shame in admitting that. Got to get my fireball placement better on top of that minion horde, but still, let's go to one more battle today against Achilles, I guess, and he's going to be a level 8. Now, these level 8s are crazy. I've only faced one level 8 so far, maybe 2 level 8s on this account, and I don't think I've lost to him. I think I had a draw with both of them, but let's go ahead and face off against Achilles, and he's going to play a baby dragon over the top. Unfortunately, our towers do not reach the very center right there, so that's not going to work, but as the giant rumbles down the lane, I did swap in the 1 elixir skeletons. I took the minion horde out. Going to need to practice that a bit more. And I dropped the barbarians trying to surround the wizard, but it was a little bit poor of a placement, so the barbarians took way more damage than they needed to. But on the right-hand side, we actually ended up doing a pretty decent amount of damage to that tower, and his giant actually didn't get a single shot off. That's really good for us. Our bomber's going to help out right here. I actually tried to drop our skeletons in the center of the bomber to kill it instantly, but it didn't work out so well, so the bomber will get 1 shot off, but still, bomb tower is going to go down. This is the most OP card in lower arenas. Even in higher arenas, it's so ridiculously tanky that it's hard to deal with. So this is something that we just should never take out of our deck. I feel like It's just way too strong of a card right now. I'm sure that Supercell knows that it needs to be nerfed because it's just ridiculous, and it promotes people just spamming rockets and spamming mortars and stuff like that. So I think the bomb tower will get nerfed soon, but in the meantime, let's definitely use it and see how far we can climb up the ladder. Okay, so Musketeer is going to kill that baby dragon. That didn't go too badly. We are saving up elixir now, and as he drops that fireball, that's a perfect opportunity for us. He's a little bit low because he played that elixir pump. We got the Hog Rider as well as the Valkyrie sprinting down the lane. And seeing as our Hog locked onto the tower, he's doing a decent job. Valkyrie ended up taking about half the health, if not a little more, away from that knight. And we're only a couple of fireballs away, or a Hog Rider push, from taking out that right-hand tower. Another elixir collector goes down right there. Okay, this guy is definitely stocking up for late game, so we got to make sure we're wary of that. So another bomb tower is going to go down right now. And yeah, let's just go ahead and keep it up, keep up the pressure on defense, and as soon as we can counter push, that's what we can do to end up taking out the tower. Okay, so Barbarians are going to go down right now. Those were enough to help distract the archers. They're going to go back and kill the giant. Just going to go ahead and keep waiting our time. I wish my Musketeer was on the other side. That would definitely be a big help. And as we start stockpiling our push, we've got our Valkyrie. He plays a wizard on the top left. Don't think that was probably the best idea. We can start going for a push on the right-hand side. Here comes the Hog Rider. The Valkyrie is going to spin around. That level 7 bomber is so ridiculous. The skeletons are going to try to kill that wizard and surround him. And the Hog Rider ended up getting only a single shot off against that tower, but still, we're looking good. One more Hog Rider push, or a really well-placed fireball or two, and we should be able to win this game. I think he doesn't actually have any defensive structures except for the elixir collector. So one more push. There goes another elixir collector, and this has to be a good game. Here comes the bomber. Here comes the Hog Rider. Hog Rider actually didn't have to tank one of the shots from the archers. It's at 237 HP. We are just so close. It's practically teasing us at this point. So we just need either 2 fireballs or like a single Hog Rider or 2. I don't even know. But we are so close to winning. Hopefully we can't choke it away against this guy right now. Valkyrie getting ready to play that. That should help out against those archers. Barbarians up front as well. And let's go ahead and make our push. Hog Rider is going to jump over the wall, and it's actually going to be able to get there in time to hit the tower. Fireball goes down. Good game, and we're going to beat our first level 8 on this account. So really nice stuff. I think we played pretty well that match. Obviously, we were out-leveled in a lot of our cards, but he didn't actually have a very good offensive push inside of his deck. He didn't have a Hog Rider. He didn't have like a Prince or something that really made me on my toes. So because of that, I slowly chunked him down, got us up to 1,904 trophies, and let's go ahead and collect our crown chest and see what our earnings are. So 189 gold, 2 gems, 5 skeletons. We have already gotten plenty of those. 9 mortars, stop trolling me Supercell, 10 minions, and 2 mini P.E.K.K.A.s. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm looking for your guys' suggestions on cards to upgrade. I have 2,100 gold, and this account is like for both of us. We're all playing together and showing you guys my best stuff along the way. So if you guys have any cards you want me to play or that I should particularly upgrade, you can take a look at what I've got right now. Feel like free to drop a comment in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace!